What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Leanthony Freeman. We are here today at Best Academy to promote and launch my upcoming program called Y.A.L.E, Y.A.L.E, Youth Acquiring Leadership and Empowerment. We are working with the males today, the 6th graders, and just giving them some little enlightenment. The topic today is culture. So here we have a kurta, my prayer beads. So I'm trying to just give them a little insight on how important it is to understand that we are surrounded by our people, our black people, our POC, but at the same time, we are in a world full of diversity, so we need to learn how to adapt and treat people kindly and not be Donald Trump. All right, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let me spit some knowledge to y'all real quick. Agape love is an unconditional love. It's a love that sees beyond the outer surface and accepts the love for who they are.
Yo, I just want that agape love. Never falls down, no one's stopping us. Always and forever, man, that timeless love. Maybe I just want that agape love from up above. Don't want no other love. And maybe I just want that agape love. It never falls down, no one's stopping us. Always and forever, man, that timeless love from up above. Don't want no other love. And maybe I just want that agape love. It never falls down, no one's stopping us. Always and forever, man, that timeless love from up above. Don't want no other love. Yeah, don't want no other love. I just want that agape love. Yeah, don't want no other love from up above. So where the love at? Yeah, say where the love at? Yo, say where the love at? Say where the love at? Yo, say we need that. Yeah, gotta have it. We need that. Yeah, gotta have it. We need that. Yeah, gotta have it. We need that. Yeah, we need that. Agape love is all I need. Consistent love, a timeless dream. Agape love.
Good morning, amazing people. How are you doing today? Remember, your dreams can become reality. I'm sitting here today with a special guest, all right? He's originally from Buffalo, New York. He is my Morehouse brother, majorly in poli-sci. But most of all, I'm sitting here with him because of the great things he's been doing in the community, okay? He is the founder of a program called Y.A.L.E Academy, which does Youth Acquiring Leadership and Excellence. That's what it stands for. And he's been going out into the community, you know, helping our little brothers out and doing what he can do to make a change in the community, okay? So we're going to sit down with them and we're going to see exactly, you know, what did he do to get to where he is. You know, I present to you Mr. Leanthony Freeman. How you doing, man?
Good, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing well, okay? So just know that, you know, today just be as comfortable as you can be. Tell us all that we need to know because this thing is to inspire other people to do what they need to do, okay?
All right.
So, growing up in Buffalo, you know, tell me about that.
Growing up in Buffalo, man, it was such an experience. It's one of those places. So Buffalo, for many that don't know, is Western New York. Is most people think it's a whole bunch of cows and so for that nature, just running around. We got chickens in the middle of the street. It's nothing like that. It's the inner city. And with that being said, it's a smaller city. So typically in smaller cities, there's either nothing to do or there's, you know, tons to do. And but in Buffalo, New York specifically, it's not much to do. So you tend to get in trouble. You tend to do things that you have no business doing. So my experience back home was solely that I was doing things I actually had no business doing. At times I felt very stagnated. You know, my circle. It's a term, a coin term that we use is small town mentality, and so everybody's in competition with each other. Everybody's trying to, you know, it's a crab in a barrel mentality. Yes. So at the time when I was living at home, I knew that I wanted more than that. I always knew I wanted more. I didn't know how I was going to get more. And if I have to be blatantly honest, it was a point where I thought, you know, I was going to be the plug for the city, and I was going to get up out of there that way, and buy into, invest into legitimate businesses. And that was my way out. I was about to be Ghost. You feel me, from Power. So that didn't go as planned. None of that went as planned actually, and I found myself in some terrible situations, you know. But it all built me. You know, Buffalo is a place that would either make you or break you. Literally, it would either make you or break you. And for me, I think it was a great part of my life that I don't take back.
You don't take that. Very good, very. So you know, for a lot of our brothers out there, you know, who's running the streets, you know, slinging dope, you know, doing their thing, you know, why shouldn't I continue? If I'm bringing in all this money, why shouldn't I continue doing that? You know, why should I find a better avenue to doing, you know, what I'm doing?
So it's the saying that my mama used to always tell me: God take care of fools and babies, right? And so, for the most part, from my own personal experience, I'll just speak of this mine, right? Is that when I was doing what I was doing, I was ignorant. I didn't know better. You know what I'm saying? And so God watched over me. He or she or it allowed me to matriculate, take my L's and bump into the wall, but it continues to matriculate through life. I found myself in some devastating situations, but not to the point that it's been detrimental to my life. That question. I definitely believe that, as we all know, it's two endings, either jail or death. So for me, I've been fortunate enough not to experience death. However, everybody that I know that's still doing the same things today that we once was doing, and that's even though I know individuals today that's even doing at a higher level than I ever have. Yet, you know, that the ending is closer than you think. And so I have a buddy right now that I think he's about to take face fed time, 59 days, and it's unfortunate because he's a young bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we watched up, came up together, we grew up together, and you know. He looks up to me, and I think that the reason why one shouldn't do it is because it's going to be individuals that was in your circle or people that you don't grow up with that's going to watch you, and that some people are just natural born leaders and naturally influencing the community. And so if you have little bros behind you that's watching how you move in a negative sense, negative context, then obviously it's inevitably going to happen is that they're going to follow suit. And so now it's about understanding that your life isn't just about you, but that you forever and always will impact the ones around you. And so with that knowledge, what would you do with that? You know, are you going to go ahead and be the guy that's hustling, but you putting the pack in little bro hand and put him out there in the corner? You're going to be like, nah, little bro, you got so much more for you. Let's not put you out here. Or even going further down the line, all the strengths like, nah, I understand that this person watching how I move, so I need to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that's not for the others. Not even considering the fact how you impact in your own life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to sacrifice who you are as an individual or your life for $1. I'll tell you this real quick story. My last time I was locked up, I got locked up for some dumb stuff last time. It was for DUI. And again, when God watched over fools and babies, right? So all the tell people all the time, like all the crazy stuff that I was doing, God watched over me. It wasn't until I became conscious of my actions that I started getting locked up for stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? And God like, no man, you ain't get it then, but you know, you got it now. So now you still not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So anyway, it was a DUI, and I went in there. Lawyer like, okay, you ready to get sentenced? I'm like, no, I actually wasn't. I didn't know he was about to sentence me today. Long story short, I'm sitting there and I'm looking across my cell into another cell, and it was an older gentleman, old head, maybe like 50 something. We chatting, and a thought came into my mind. This man 50 years old right now. If I were to say the track that I was on, them older individuals, because of greed, right? You sacrifice. So I have a daughter. So you sacrifice possibly 25 years to life because of your own selfish greed. So what came into me was, damn, I'm about to possibly miss my daughter growing up because I'm greedy. I'm about to miss 25 years of her life. She was 1 at the time. I'm about to miss 25 years of her life because I want $1. like, nah, son, I couldn't fade it, and that's when I really had the pivotal moment in my life, and I decided to change. You know?
Wow, that's great. That's great. So that leads into the next question. You know, how did you come up with the idea of creating Y.A.L.E?
So, with Y.A.L.E, ironically, jail has been a decent part of my life. So, I was the first time, so not the first time, but the first time, I was actually charged with something that wasn't minute. I was in Miami, and so they moved me like 3 times, whatever. And so I'm laying in my bunk, man, and the thought came into my mind, Y.A.L.E. I didn't know what it was going to stand for at the time, but it came into my mind the first time. It wasn't until 3 years later that I was at Morehouse College that I didn't have the funding to go back to school after my first semester. So I'm back in Buffalo. I'm like, yo, I can't stay here. You feel me? Like, I can't stay here. If I stay here, I'm gonna end up dead or in jail, period. So with that mentality, when my back's against the wall, when your back's against the wall, it's that fight or flight mentality. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make something shake, or you gonna stand there and just drown? So for me, I had to make something shake, because I knew that I couldn't stand there and drown, right? And so I picked up my program. 3 years later, the thought came into mind, and I started working on it. Day and night, day and night, day and night, literally day and night. Came with the idea, okay, youth prime leadership and excellence. You know, I didn't know what it was going to be at the time, but I just stayed up day and night doing the research. Okay, I wanted to be a program. I'm a businessman first, so I know I want to sell it. I want it to be for profit. And it just came from my experience, man. So Y.A.L.E is a character development program. I created a curriculum. It's a 2-phase program. First, becoming a student. Second phase is leadership, and it's circular. And so, after you graduate the first phase, after you graduate the second phase of leadership, you go ahead and become mentors towards the ones to follow, right? And with that, I feel as though I was a perfect representation of Y.A.L.E. It wasn't until I changed my character that I decided to change everything else in my life. It's different programs out here that's focused on academics, or focused on homework, or becoming a student in general, being a better student. I personally believe you will become a better student after you become a better person. Because now you have your integrity have enhanced, your moral character have enhanced, improved, and with that standing, now having that new standard of yourself, it's inevitable that something else should transpire in your life. That you was like, all right, now because I'm better, this is my standard for self, I have no choice but to heighten this standard for school, for heighten this standard in my absences, for heighten this standard in not fighting anymore, And so with that knowledge, again, I am Y.A.L.E, and because of that, I just want my younger brothers to succeed in that facet, and we have to make them better people first.
Great. So what changes have you seen since you've been working with these young kids and stuff? What changes have you seen in their lives?
So after our first semester, of course, data sells, not just the videos on the Instagram. It's the data which we need in order to go ahead and propose it to upcoming schools. So after our first semester, I think it was a gentleman had, I want to say, 60-something absences. His absences went down to 27. There was another brother that was suspended 11 times. He got suspended twice.
Wow.
There was another brother, and I'm looking at the numbers in my head as I speak to you. That was constantly having behavior issues or getting ISS, that begins to cease, right? And now a key component is not just in school, but we have a relationship with the parents. We don't want you to just be a great student in school. We want you to go home and be a better son, for your mother, exactly. your father, your brother, your sister, your nieces, your nephew. You need to, again, it's about being a better person, not just school. School is just the avenue and the facet in which we use to enhance what's really important, right?
it's funny you talking about school and some of the changes that you see.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about, the changes and stuff. Right. And so,
Let me ask you this thing.
Sure.
What exactly did you do? Because that's
oh yeah. So right back. So with that, the reason I believe that our program has been quote unquote successful is not because of the curriculum itself, not because of the product or what we're doing with the kids, but it's more so about the consistency, right? The organic love in which these students feel from us, that I believe sometimes may be lacking at home.
Wow.
So for the most part, it's not that like, they're not like, I want to be a better student because I want to go to college. I'm dealing with 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, or I want to go to high school. No, it's like, this person loves me enough to see me from this time to this time, from these days, and I don't want to disappoint that person. You know, because I got to look them in their eye and explain why I got suspended. And it's just love. Love is the secret ingredient in which we're giving these kids. The consistency of our presence, and letting them know that we're here for them. You know, and loving them unconditionally, even when they do mess up. You know, even when they get suspended, when they cursing out the teacher, when they ISS, or you know, they didn't have a good day at that point. You know, so it's more so that's what we provide. That's what we provide.
Love. Wow. Yes, that's big. So, you know, talking about people out there, you know, is trying to get a program such as you said, was it for profit or non-profit?
For profit.
It's for profit. What were the steps that you took to get your program off the ground? And with that, can you add in some of the obstacles that you came across while doing that?
Right. So how it initially happened was through another organization. When I first got here, Professor Patterson, he's a history teacher. He went in ahead and suggested that I come in and mentor through another organization. I went through, unfortunately, that organization lacked a little bit of stability. And I decided to continue to show up to the schools and administer and implement my program slowly but surely, right? That was in February. So I kept going consistently. Like 3 days out the week, still going to the school. Although I wasn't mandated to be there, although I wasn't even going with any organization, I was just going by myself, just kicking it with the kids, going to ISS, kicking it with them, you know, implementing my program, like I said. Then June came around. I met a wonderful young lady by the name of Y.A.L.E. She contacted me in April, and she wanted to collaborate on a project. She has a nonprofit of her own called Promise Forever, and it's basically a community-based organization. And so we not only did we collaborate, we sat down and we seen that the end goal is the same, right? And so we decided to collaborate organizations and form a new company called Y.A.L.E. Forever. So Youth Provider Leadership and Excellence Forever. So then June came around. So we worked on this program and we sat down, had the opportunity to propose it to the principal. And of course, at the time I was money oriented, unfortunately. They're like, nah, man, don't be focusing on the funds. Let's just go in here, just, you know, seize the opportunity. I'm like, nah, man, I need some money, man. Like, you feel me? Like, let's go up here and get some of this down. We chopping it up with him. By the end of it all, I didn't think we was gonna get no money. So as we're leaving, he's like, all right, make sure y'all fill out your vendor sheet. I'm like, oh, what that mean? You gonna pay us? He like, yeah, man, I'm gonna compensate you. I'm like, yo, that's a blessing in disguise. And so, you know, I would say that the steps in which we took was consistency. Number one, you have to be consistent, whatever it is that you believe in. Of course, you know, I had to make it an LLC, so forth for that nature, go about the logistics of it all. But without the consistency, the logistics is null and void. It doesn't exist at that point if you're not actually implementing and striving and dedicated to whatever the company is. Dedication, humility, and understand that you can't do everything by yourself. Because again, it wasn't until I met Y.A.L.E. that I felt as though she enhanced a part of the program in which I was lacking. Right? I had tons of passion. I didn't have the proper organization that I probably should have, you know. And so some of the struggles when we went through was the days and nights that I literally stayed up. Like I stayed up like weeks, literally preparing for this proposal. I didn't know what I was writing. I didn't even know what a proposal really was. Honestly, I just wrote my second proposal recently, and what I wrote recently was based off my experiences and proper information. What I thought of a proposal was then basically was a PowerPoint presentation. That is not a proposal. And so just struggles within that. Like I said, staying up, really putting your heart into something, being dedicated, persevering through it all. Days I, would come literally right from the school to go to my classes, to go ahead to train, boxing training. Like, you got to just be consistent with it all and just keep pushing yourself. My mom didn't understand it. There's going to be a lot of people, a lot of naysayers that don't understand. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Especially if no money's involved. Like I said, we come from a private neighborhood. She like, you ain't getting no money from this? We started in February. Nah, ma. Why are you da-da-da-da-da? Why are you wasting your time? Why are you doing this? Because my heart was in it. You know what I'm saying? I believed in myself enough to believe in these kids and to be dedicated to what I believed in my program. And so, again, perseverance, dedication is the key components in which I say an individual need to have. Organization as well. And humility enough to ask for help.
Great. In what ways, since you've been dealing with these kids, have they changed you as an individual?
Yes. I think the most significant way that these kids have changed me is giving me patience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Children will do that.
Children would
most definitely.
If you don't know patience now, you would know it by the end of that day you babysit. And unconditional love. They taught me patience and unconditional love.
Wow.
Because now I have to, where I might, again, like I'm a boxing trainer, right? And so unfortunately life taught me the hard way. So with that, I took that component and implemented it in how I deal with other people. At the time I didn't know how to be soft-spoken. I didn't know how to be understanding to the point that I need to allow you to develop in your fast or go down your lane. I thought everybody learned from the hard way, tough love. I was presenting tough love. Through these kids, I learned that you can't always present tough love, that you have to be patient with them, that you have to sit down, you have to talk to them and really be more understanding. I think one thing that most teachers don't get is the fact that these kids have lives outside of school, I know this one boy in my mind right now, class clown. I can't lie, he's a funny guy. Like, he's hysterical. I'd be in the middle of the class yelling at him, and he just so funny. One time it was not a tornado, it was the practice tornado one or something like that. They had to get under the tables. It's all quiet, all of a sudden I hear the Lion King intro. Yo, it was just the craziest thing. Anyway, same young man that laughed like the big class clown, he has 10 siblings and was not living with his mother. He got sent to like 6 different houses in the course of a few months, to live with them because there was no space at his mom's house. And his grandma didn't want him or something like that. He went through some aunt's houses and whatnot like that. And so then he'd come in, he'd always get in trouble, but the teachers ain't taking the time out to figure. No, ironically, nobody knew this.
Oh wow.
Y'all deal with this man more than I deal with this man. Nobody took the time out to figure out what he's going through in his life, why he's acting this way. The school system just want to go ahead and just deem you as you have a disability and suspend you. Just suspend you and send you on your way. Like, nah, again, finding out the root of the issue. Character is the root of the foundation. Let's find out the root of this man's issue that's causing him to act out in the way he's acting out. So patience, right? And unconditional love. Because although I definitely had to yell at them sometimes, when I come back the next day, they so happy to see me. Mr. Anthony, what's up? How was your day? I was da-da-da-da. We just chopping it up, you feel me? unconditional love. You know, regardless of my actions the day before, me disciplining them or being too strong on them. But that's all just stems from my own expectations for them, because I know they can do better because I was once in their shoes. You know, they still love me. You know what I'm saying? I think it was during finals week. I couldn't go. You know, like I needed to study. I was spending nights in the library, and Jayla, you know, she graduated, so she had more time on her hands, so she went to continue to facilitate the program. And I come back a week later, yo, where you been? You know, they just like, yo, where you been? And I didn't think that, I didn't know what unconditional love was. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, humans, adults, we have this thing where we love you until you mess up. You know what I'm saying? We love you until you're not your best self anymore. You know, we love you until you act out of character. We love you until you fail, until you fall. We don't love you through anything. And so they taught me that I could be imperfect and still be loved at the same time. That they still was excited to see me the next day. That they didn't hold no grudges. You know? So yeah.
Oh wow. That's really amazing.
Yes, sir.
That's really amazing. I remember when we first met, you were talking about how at one point in time you were completely against school. You were like, school, no. Explain that for me. You know, what's the difference now? You know, you going to college, you were thinking about going to law school.
Yes, sir.
Explain the difference to me. Like, what did you come, like, your philosophy now from that philosophy?
Well, I'm a high school dropout. I decided to go back to ECC, which is Erie Community College, at the age of 21. Then I transferred to Miami for school. Jason, a woman at the time, my first love, she went to school in Miami. She moved from Buffalo. Basically, to summarize it all up, I believe today, education and school, quote unquote, is just a melting pot of great individuals in which you can learn from. So if you don't do anything else, if you have no other intention to go to school other than to learn from people, then I say job well done, go to school.
Cool. It's really good. So boxing, because you know you mentioned boxing a lot throughout this. You know, how did you get started in the boxing world?
I started boxing fairly late, actually. When I was 19, I believe, or 20, when I started boxing. So I had a smoking addiction of weed, and I went to NA at 18. So yeah, I started boxing at 20 or 21. I went to NA at 18. I finally quit smoking weed until I was 21. And so in the NA, they believe that an addict is always an addict, that you don't just miraculously become not addicted to anything else. What happens is you substitute your drug of choice. And so from weed, I went to drinking. From the drinking, I went to the gym, right? And I became addicted to working out. I actually remember when I first started going to the gym, I was high on the treadmill because I wanted to stop smoking weed so bad, but
Let me spit some knowledge to y'all real quick. Agape love is an unconditional love. It's a love that sees beyond the outer surface and accepts the love for who they are.
Yo, I just want that agape love. Never falls down, no one's stopping us. Always and forever, man, that timeless love. Maybe I just want that agape love from up above. Don't want no other love. And maybe I just want that agape love. It never falls down, no one's stopping us. Always and forever, man, that timeless love from up above. Don't want no other love. And maybe I just want that agape love. It never falls down, no one's stopping us. Always and forever, man, that timeless love from up above. Don't want no other love. Yeah, don't want no other love. I just want that agape love. Yeah, don't want no other love from up above. Say where the agape love. Yeah, say where the love at. Yo, say where's the love at. Say where's the love at. Yo, say we need that. Yeah, gotta have it. We need that. Yeah, gotta have it. We need that. Yeah, gotta have it. We need that. Yeah, we need that. Agape love is all I need. Consistent love, a timeless dream. Agape love is what I feel. Yeah, 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 yeah. But the love that I want has to start within. If not, then I'll end up hurt again. I gotta love me, yeah. Cause what's love without breathe? We all need love. Every day we gotta be love and give it away to the ones that our hearts hold close today. And don't listen to what other people have to say, cause love is you and love is me, and we hold to that. We're finally free to love you and love me. Yeah, something that we all need. Yo, I just want that agape love. Never falls down, no one's stopping us. Always and forever, man, that timeless love. Maybe I just want that agape love from up above. Don't want no other love. And maybe I just want that agape love. It never falls down, no one's stopping us. Always and forever, man, that timeless love from up above. Don't want no other love. And maybe I just want that agape love. It never falls down, no one's stopping us. Always and forever, man, that timeless love from up above. Don't want no other love. Yeah, don't want no other love. I just want that agape love. Yeah, don't want no other love from up above. That agape love.